Javon Sims, National Director here for Life Changes. Hold on, we got a muted line. Let me go ahead and mute that. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys so much. But guys, I'm excited, guys. We're going to make sure I record. We're recording. Just want to make sure everybody gets all the information, okay? Just want to tell you a little bit about myself. You know, I got started in this industry about 10 or 12 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. I started with another company, didn't make any money, okay? Was in the military, you know, did that for 8 years. Also was a flight attendant for 6 years. And, you know, one of the things that got me started and made me look at this industry was I got tired of being managed. And I didn't like the fact that I have to go and tell somebody else when I wanted to go take a vacation. You know, I didn't like the fact that I had to go rely on somebody else to let them know when it's okay for me to go on lunch. You know, just a grown man telling me, yeah, go eat lunch and come right back, hurry up, right? I had a problem with different things, you know? So I was always looking to be an entrepreneur, but I kept failing. During that process, I didn't really know I was growing because as a plant grows, you can't see the roots at the bottom, right? You can only see what's at the top. So I didn't know I was growing, so I kept quitting. Anything I got into, I kept quitting because I felt like I wasn't getting the results. Ran across this business, you know, about 5 months ago, actually around January, got started, didn't really get on my ground until March, and we ran all the way to national record, ladies and gentlemen. Very excited about that. You know, I just want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Shoni Davenport, Global Director, just killing the game right now, folks, you know, and then her sponsor, which is also a really good friend of mine, who I'm getting ready to bring on board, guys, who's going to open up for you guys. Here's a guy who just has a heart of gold, loves helping people, loves making money. Man, this is a guy, he's not just a serial entrepreneur in Total Life Changes, guys. He has multiple businesses, folks, okay? He's been featured in Forbes twice. Guys, you have to understand, to be featured in Forbes, that's not just a publication that you guys can just go sign up for, pay somebody to have you put them into the publication. Guys, they do their research. Anything you tell them, they're going to research it, guys. Right? So that's a major accomplishment within itself, right? Here's a guy who's also a former mayor. How many mayors do you actually know? That's going to teach you how to grow a business, a six-figure business at that, right? Here's a guy who's a father. Guys, if you guys want to make sure you have the right leadership, you're on the right call tonight, guys. So I'm going to get myself out of the way, and I want to bring on ambassador of this company, ladies and gentlemen, Ambassador Mayor Chris Brown. Guys, do you have us with us, sir? Are you here with us?
Yes, I am, Jovan. Thank you so much for introducing me. Brother, you are a breath of fresh air. Bro, if I can have a Jovan in the left and the right leg, I could go sit down somewhere. But you know what? You are one of a kind. You are a rare individual. And I thank God every day that, you know, I got somebody that can help me finish my sentences. You and Shoni, I talk to y'all every day. I talk to y'all more than anybody I talk to anymore, you know? And thank God you wake up, we go to Starbucks, we blow our stomachs out on our 6 teas, 4 to 6 teas every morning. And I thank God for every day, for you, your leadership, and man, you have no ceiling right now, bro. You will be sitting as an ambassador for the end of the summer. And I appreciate all your hard effort and all your hard work. So thank you so much for your leadership and dedication to Total Life Changes, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, team, what's going on? How you guys doing? Y'all ready for tonight? Man, if y'all ready for tonight, man, give me some one emojis, man. Give me some one emojis. Come on, man. Y'all, listen, y'all have no clue what's about to go down in Total Life Changes, what we're about to do right now. Man, we got some crazy stuff going on. Listen, I've been holding back to the summer. Y'all know I have to go run into ambassador, but this is just the beginning, man. We did this in 6.5 months, and we have so many different leaders that have been watching us. They've been watching from afar. They've been watching us through our trials and errors. They see, guess what? We're on the trajectory up. And guess what? They saw this opportunity. It's like, you know what? This is the right system. This is the right culture. And you know what? We need to be a part of it. So a lot of people have been sitting back in the kitty waiting on us. And we have some individuals that are going to come on to our company and help us scale to a whole nother level. And one individual that you guys will meet later, Mr. John Malott and his wife, Mrs. Malott, they are excited about the opportunity to help us take our business to a whole nother level by seriously training us on the binary comp plan. But before we get started with that, before I introduce John, there's a couple individuals I'd like to introduce because we're going to go into the business side of things and about the product and services. The first person I'd like to introduce, she is an executive sales director. She is killing the game right now. Only been with us since March, taking business to a whole nother level. She's going to go over the product and services. And guess what? She is also a very strong individual that will be in the national ranks within the next 60 days. She's focused, she's dedicated, she's a mother, and guess what? She loves the products. So I wanted to introduce Miss Nikki Holland. Nikki Holland, are you on tonight?
I am here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, Nikki. Thank you so much for getting on. We really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that introduction, Chris. I do appreciate it. I definitely have to give it back to you, Mr. Ambassador. You are doing some major, major things. We are so blessed to be under your leadership. You guys, we're working with one of the former mayors of a huge city out here in Los Angeles, featured in Forbes. Like, how amazing is that? We are so very blessed to be able to be up under his leadership. So, super excited to be a part of this company, Total Life Changes. We are doing some amazing things, you guys. Like, we're out here killing the game, helping people become the best versions of themselves. So we get super fired up about this opportunity, so I'm here to just share a couple of my top products with you guys. When I had started taking these products, I ended up losing 4 pounds my first 3 days from taking the detox tea. How dope is that? So let me just get started. We do have about 38 different products available, and of those products, we have about 3 to 4 CBD products. So this product here, I'm sure you guys have been seeing it everywhere on social media. That purple and yellow Lakers colors. It's like magic. That's what I like to call it. You guys, you will lose 5 pounds in 5 days when you take this detox tea. Super simple. You take a sachet, you put it in some hot water, you drink it before bed. A lot of people like to take it before bed because it is a calming sleep aid. So a lot of us, we live fast lives, we eat fast food, but we're not taking care of ourselves. We're not cleansing our insides. And so this here is going to allow you to detox. It's going to allow you to cleanse your intestines as well as your internal organs. Once that starts to take place, guess what's going to happen? Your skin is going to start clearing up. Your body is going to start looking better. People are going to be looking at you like, girl, what is it that you're doing? Like, baby girl, I have the tea, the CBD tea, correcting bodily dysfunctions. That is exactly what this does here. It's also an anti-inflammatory, so it's relieving pain, it's healing wounds, it's an antioxidant, and so it's protecting against cancer, you guys, and it also relieves constipation, okay? How many people here struggle with IBS? I definitely was one of those people, so this here is going to allow you to go to the restroom on the regular. You cannot go wrong with our CBD detox tea. And what is so dope, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I like to tell people, what do you really have to lose but weight, but toxins? You ain't got nothing to lose, okay? So this is our CBD detox tea that we have. So I like to tell people, once you start to cleanse your body, you definitely want to make sure that you are replenishing your body and putting the goods back into your gut. So this here is my favorite item, one of my top favorites. So this here is, it's our NutriBurst. It is a liquid multivitamin. So if you guys are not aware, with liquid, it absorbs better for the body, in the body. And so this here, it's designed to detox your system and supply essential elements to strengthen your body. It's very simple. You take a half cap full, you can take a whole cap full a day. It's perfect for the entire family. My 3-year-old, I always catch her in the fridge, opening up the cap, drinking it like it's some juice, okay? To me, it tastes just fine, but some people can't handle the taste. Pour it in some orange juice and get the added vitamin C and the added nutrients that your body needs. But perfect for the whole family. You're getting 72 minerals. You are getting 10 vitamins, 19 amino acids, 13 whole food greens, 12 herbs, and 22 phytonutrients. You cannot go wrong. And it is going to give your body a boost of energy. Take it in the morning time, and I guarantee you are going to have that energy. And now that I'm actually talking about energy, we have a pill, and it is called NRG. Y'all, this is going to be energy that you are going to feel, period, point blank. I was talking to my homeboy the other day, and he was like, man, I took one of them NRGs, and I couldn't go to bed till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. That's what this is going to do for you. You don't need that Red Bull. You don't need that 5-hour energy. This is going to provide you energy that you're going to feel without that burnout. And also too is you're going to feel a decrease in your appetite. Each time you take one of these pills, you're going to burn between 300 to 600 calories. Can we talk about losing weight? Okay, that's what we're all about here, becoming the best version of yourself. Speedy weight loss, improved mental clarity. A lot of parents still stuck at home with their kids. It's hard to focus. This is going to give you that improved mental clarity. And it's an all natural supplement. That's what's so great about our products, you guys, all natural. So you are getting vitamin B12, vitamin B6, zinc, magnesium, green tea extract within your NRG. So I do have a lot of people who come to me and, you know, they're typically coffee drinkers. What they do now, they take their NutriBurst, they take their NRG, and they are feeling absolutely amazing. So next up, y'all, resolution drops. So this here, one of my favorite items, again, I mean, my top 5, y'all, but this is lipo in a bottle, okay? So I have people and they're just like, girl, I got to get myself some lipo. I'm like, no, you don't. It's unnecessary. Just get yourself your resolution drops. Like this here is going to do the job. So when you order your resolution drops, you get a 1,200 calorie meal plan that you need to follow. This here is going to cause you to not want to eat. You're going to have to remind yourself to eat. Lose 1 pound to 2 pounds a day with the resolution drops. It is really that lipo in a bottle, and it's designed to help you lose weight quickly and reduce the likelihood of return weight gain. So you know those sugar cravings that you're having, all those sweets cravings that you're having, you're not going to have that with the resolution drops, you guys. It's going to reduce those cravings. It also helps with relieving bloating, nausea, gas, as well as indigestion. And then it also assists with anxiety and it calms the mind, you know, so stop eating up all the snacks and let's really just get out of quarantine looking just like a snack, okay? Get yourself your resolution drops. What a lot of people like to do is they like to take the CBD detox tea. They like to take the NutriBurst together, and they will take the resolution drops and with the NRG as well. I've had clients losing, you know, within 2 months, within a month and a half, losing about, you know, 40 pounds and stuff. So lastly, I'm gonna talk to you all about Alleviate. So this is another one of our CBD products that we have. And what it is, you guys, it's a powerful topical cream with 21 all natural plus full spectrum hemp oil extract. So this here, what I like to do and what a lot of women love to do, we will put it on our stomachs. Now I work out a lot in the gym, you guys. I will put this on my belly. I will put on my waist trainer. And then from there, I start to sweat like crazy and I am burning more fat. You know, it's also good for unclogging hair follicles and it reduces inflammation of the skin as well, you guys. So definitely if you're in the gym, if you're having any type of pain, put this Alleviate cream to help you alleviate the pain, you know? And so that's what I have for you guys. Again, we have about 38 products available, but these are my top 5 products. And so I'm gonna bring back up Chris so that he can, you know, explain to you guys how we get paid in this business. So can you hear me, Chris?
Absolutely, Nikki. You did a phenomenal job. Thank you so much for breaking down your favorite products. Man, give it a round of applause for Nikki, man. Give it 1 if you love that presentation by Miss Nikki Holland. She killed that, man. She knows what she's talking about, man. She lives in the gym. She's a gym rat and a realtor at the same time and a mother. So give it back to Nikki. And Nikki, thank you so much. I appreciate your leadership. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Chris.
The next individual I'd like to bring up, you guys heard him earlier. This is like my accountability buddy. You know, I can't say too much about Jovan. I mean, I say enough about Jovan. Last guy I speak to at night, probably the first guy I speak to every morning. And I appreciate his leadership. He's been training all types of teams, the Heat, and also our Strive 5 organization, left and right, the 1,000 Families team, on a daily basis. And guess what? He's going to go over the compensation plan. He's going to break that down quickly for you guys within 10 minutes. He's going to keep it stupid simple because that's what he does. He's a military man. He's a father. And he's a very, very hard worker. And guess what? He will be a multi-million-dollar earner over at TLC. Jovan, are you on?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that introduction, Chris. Hey, guys, I'm just excited, man. You know, I know what's about to happen when we get ready with this, when this call is over with. You guys already heard my story. Thank you so much again for having me on. You know, listen, man, when you got great leadership, all I am, folks, is just a reflection of the leadership. You guys get what I'm saying? So it's not that I'm magical. I did all this stuff. All I did was just listen, learn, and follow, became a student to the game, and just implemented what was actually said. Because I already understand if I could be a sponge in this business, then I already got it done for me. You don't have to reinvent the wheel over here, guys. You just got to just actually do what the leaders tell you to do, and you'll be successful over here, right? So I'm excited. I get to share with you guys my favorite part, and that's talking about how we get paid over here at Total Life Changes. Okay, so let me just share my screen real quick, and then we'll get right to it. This slide is actually, you can find this slideshow you know, on the back office. So I'm not telling you this not, I'm not that creative. Okay. I didn't make this up. Okay. You can find this on your back office here, but there's 6 different ways we get paid. Before I even get into the ways we get paid, I want you guys to write this down, because I know you guys are taking copious notes right now. I want you to write down that 7.8 million people filed for unemployment. Okay. We're talking about 7.8 million people. See, guys, one thing you have to learn, ladies and gentlemen, is people are like dust. They're everywhere, right? There's also an average of 600 people. So every single person you know. So I don't want anybody to lie to you after this call is over with, okay? And say, I don't know anybody. Guess what? On average, and you can Google this, on average, the average person knows at least 600 people. You might not know their numbers right now. You can't remember their names right away, right? But if you do a memory jog, the average person knows at least 600 people. So let's put our thinking caps on right now, guys, right? And let's talk about the first way we get paid. See, you guys, you see this number right here. You see 1 through 5, 1 through 6. That's telling you that we get paid what? Multiple ways. So there's multiple streams of income in this package that we're getting ready to talk about. So the first way we get paid is retail. To break this slide down, so you guys don't have to try to figure out what this jargon is telling you, you get paid $20 for every product that Nikki just explained to you guys, right? Didn't she do an amazing job talking about the products? Doesn't she look like she uses the products, right? All you guys got to do is use the product, and guess what? On the bag of tea, I don't know if you can see this here. Somebody might want to mute their line out. But guys, right here it says 0.0% THC. On the bag of tea, it also tells you there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Am I right? And then if you also read in the writing right here, it tells you that you will lose up to 5 pounds in 5 days. It's right on the bag. So guys, guess what that's telling me? There's a trust factor built here, right? I don't have to guess if this is going to work for me. All I have to do is just use it, and it's going to work. Am I right? And to every single person who has an experience and they actually use the tea, you're going to get $20 when they reorder, or when they order from you the first time. Every single product they order, you earn $20. Okay, very, very, very nice way. Somebody want to meet their line up. We got an open line up. Thank you. So guys, the second way we get paid is called a fast start bonus. Now, guys, here's the thing, guys. I don't have a problem.
I'm so sorry. I went to the wrong one.
Hold on, guys. We have an open line. Let me go. You guys want to mute the line out for me real quick?
You too, thanks.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me stop sharing. Let me mute everybody's lines out real quick. That's my fault. I should have did that in the beginning. Hold on 1 second. But we won't continue to have these problems here. Let me do mute all. Okay. So I'm sorry about that. My apologies. Now we're back on track. Let's pretend like that didn't happen and go. Okay. So let me get back to the slide. Here we go. All right. So what happens is you're passing out the tea. Am I right? You're passing these out. Okay. I'm giving this away for free. I'm not charging anybody anything, right? I'm giving it away for free. They try the product. They're going to have an experience when they try it. They purchase a tea. I make $20. Then I get into I have a conversation with them like, hey, who do you know that I can also give this tea away for free as well? I want to give as many packages away that they can try the tea, right? They try it and they get their people to buy it. Now I'm telling them, hey, listen, do you want to get paid on these transactions, or you want me to continue to keep getting paid, right? They said, well, listen, I want to make some money. I want to make some extra money. So guess what? For every product that they sign up with, when they start in their own drop shipping store, you're going to earn $20 as well. Because guys, remember, every person who starts a business with us also is a customer. Am I right? So that's what the Fast Start bonus is all about. $20 for every single product that's being purchased. Now, guys, what the binary pay is talking about, this is one of my favorite ways. Okay, this pays you on all of the orders that's being placed up under you. You guys got to remember, this is an international distribution company, guys. Wealth is built in distribution. Okay, so guys, what happens here is you could build this business in 157 countries and counting. Guys, so all of the orders from, you might have some people in Jamaica, you might have some people in Nigeria, you might know some people in Belize, you might know some people in Haiti, right? You might know people in the DR. Guys, if people are ordering products, for every single product that's being ordered, you're earning anywhere from 10% to 25% of those commissions, depends on how valuable you are in the company, what your rank is, right? Okay, so that's very exciting to know. You're going to be building 2 legs of business over here, okay? And if you're lucky, you're only going to have to build 1 depending on what type of leadership that you're involved with, right? But for the most part, 2 legs of business. See, guys, I've been in organizations where you have to build 5 legs of business. So over here, 2 legs is like, man, you know, that's a piece of cake, right? Now, the 4th way we get paid is called the matching bonus, okay? The matching bonus. So the first way was retail. The second way was a fast start bonus, right? The third way we just talked about, you get paid 10 to 25% on all of the orders that's being placed up under you, okay? Now here, the fourth way we get paid is when that person decides to go out there and do what? They go out there and start to earn some income, some serious income. Maybe they made $500. Maybe they made $1,000. We're not making any income claims over here, but what we're telling you is whatever is being earned for the first level, I mean, the person you personally brought in, you're going to earn 50% on whatever else they brought in, okay? So if that person goes out there and brings somebody in and they go out there and make $500, you're going to earn $250 because that's 50% of it, right? And then you will earn anywhere from 10% to 50% on level 2. Now, let me tell you how exciting the matching bonus is. See, guys, in corporate America, what happens is you don't have people. See, I was an HVAC licensed technician, right? I used to fix air conditioners when I was in the Army. And one of the things I learned when I got out of the Army and I tried to go work a job, they didn't want to train me because, see, things are a little different from civilian life to military life. It's a little different. As a matter of fact, I actually had to go to college when I got out to take some extra classes to learn those differences, right? But see, they didn't want to train me on the workforce because if I outworked them, which I would have done, and if I outperform them, which I would have done, see, guys, I'm what they call cheap labor. These guys are making $40, $50 an hour. I'm coming in making $30 an hour, right? So I'm making less money than them, but I'm outworking them. So guess what that does? That pushes them out of a position. So that's the reason why they don't want to train you on how to basically do a better job than you. That's how corporate America is. That's how the politics is in corporate America. There's a lot of different positions that's like that. Am I right? But see here, Jack Fallon, who's our founder, guys, very, very smart man, started this business back in 1999 instead of say, you know what, we're not going to do that over here. What we're going to do is we're going to reward people and we're going to incentivize people to help people. So if you come over here and we help you make $1,000, right? Guess what? Don't I deserve 50% of what you earn? I deserve that, don't you think? Because if it wasn't for me, you would have never got over the learning curve as fast. Am I right? So guys, that's what's so special about the matching bonus, because now I can go out there and help as many people as I want. And I don't care if they're better than me. I want them to be better than me because I get something out of the piece of the pie as well, okay? So that's what the matching bonus is all about. Guys, the life changer bonus. This right here will change your life, literally. You get paid a $1,500 bonus every fourth Thursday of the month, okay? Now, guys, you can use this bonus for whatever you want. You can use it to pay for extra overhead, any kind of expense that you have, right? You want to go travel and go see the world. If you want to use this to reward your team, whatever you want to use this money for, this gets paid out to you. You have to be a national director, though, okay? And that's the reason why we want to run our whole team to national director and above, because we don't want nobody on our team to miss any money on the table. If this money is available, you need to get all the money that you can get, right? And guys, this is one of the most powerful ways we get paid because you get to feel it, right? The handshakes, the gratitude, the smiles, the connections. Guys, somebody's saying, hey, Jovan, you know what? I realized that if it wasn't for you, I would have never been able to pay my light bill on time. One of the things that I wanted to make sure that I tell you about the retail is that we get paid every single day, folks, not just once a week. We get paid that too when we get paid in the binary and check matches. But guys, you can come into this business and get paid tomorrow. You can sign up tonight and actually go get you some customers, especially what we have going on with the challenge where you can actually win a Mercedes just for participating in the customers, right? You get your name in the hat, get your name in the raffle, and guess what? You might win a Mercedes in July. Right? So guys, it's very exciting to know that your light bill might have been $80. You come over here, get you some customers today, tomorrow, you're going to get a check for $80 in the day pay, right? And I know you guys don't mind getting paid every day, do you? Right? So guys, you can add this to the repertoire that you get paid every day. That's going to put a smile on my face knowing that you were able to take care of some bills, that you were able to get out of poverty, right? Procrastination is right around the corner from poverty, ladies and gentlemen. So guys, very excited about that. Here's a rank chart that you can see when you come into the business. You're going to start out as an affiliate, right? And all you do is just do two things in this business, folks. This is a very simple thing, okay? All you do is move products and you help people come on board to help them save their life. Guys, that's why we call this business total life change. You're going to get a total life transformation. You're going to get a total life change in your finances, right? And this chart is here to separate the people who's moving up. So guess what, guys? By the time you get to director, you're moving along. By the time you get to executive director, guess what? You're moving along. You're moving up, all right? Very, very exciting thing. And guys, here, we have a chart that tells you there's no mission. See, guys, we're not here to try to get you into anything. You guys get what I'm saying? All we're here to do is to help you make a decision, okay? You get started. There's no miscellaneous startup fees. You pay $60 for a product on average with taxes and shipping, okay? You're going to get a pack, a standard pack. You're going to get a standard pack, or you're going to get the digital starter pack, whichever one you decide to get, okay? We like to get the digital pack, right, over here in the West Coast, because why? Because I can get more samples in the 5 and 5 app. We could talk more about that later. But guys, we're talking about a total investment on average, $120 at minimum if you was broke. If you got a little money to start up with, we encourage you to get more products. Get you 4 or 5 products when you first start out. Why? Because you want to have some products that you can sample, that you can give away. Get what I'm saying? You're going to have some samples anyway that you're going to have in a standard pack, but we want you to have as many as you can so you can be able to monetize your business, ladies and gentlemen. Am I right? So, guys, we got so many different results, so many different testimonies. You're going to hear about some of that later. But, guys, you're either a 1, 2, or 3 in this business, guys. Your person is a 1 and say, you know what, Jovan, I heard you speak. That sounds amazing. Let me see how this activates my body. Let me go ahead and start off with a couple of samples. No problem. Get back with the person that invited you on here, and we'll go ahead and get you some samples, okay? Number 2 is someone who's saying, hey, Jovan, you know what? I want to become a customer. I've been hearing about these products. You guys have been talking about the NutriBurst. You guys have an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. You guys have been around since 1999. You guys have a 30-day money-back guarantee on the product. You guys tell me I'm going to lose up to 5 pounds on the bag of tea, guys. So, guys, I don't have anything to be skeptical about. Let me go ahead and sign up as a customer. Where I got to sign up at? Where's the link? And we'll go ahead and get that to you, okay? Number 3 is someone who's saying, hey, Jovan, you know what? You could have stopped talking a long time ago. You know what? I can use some extra money because I have too much bills right now. It's too much month at the end of the money for me right now. You could have stopped talking a long time ago. I need the products, okay? I need to make some extra money. Hey, what do I have? What I need to do to get going? How do I start? And you want to get back with the person that invited you out so we can teach you how to start. I want to say right now, congratulations to everybody who is on here, who's getting ready to start tonight. You smart, right? So I want to bring the call back up. I'm going to go ahead and stop share real quick. And I want to bring back on the host this evening, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Ambassador Chris Brown.
You smart. You intelligent. You smart.
You smart.
Man, come back to Jovan Sims. Man, give Jovan a 1. Give him a 5. Y'all know what time it is. Try 5 individuals. Y'all know what time it is. Put 5s in, man. Jovan always kills it, smash it. In and out of this thing in 10 minutes. Break it down. Keep it stupid simple. That's my main man. That's my guy. I can't wait to celebrate your global run in July, man. I thank God for you every day. You make my life so easy. You know, we didn't sleep. We used to fight a lot. We work 18 hours a day, but we here, and I thank God for you every day. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you. And the next individual I'd like to bring up, man, she is no stranger to total life changes, man. She's our leader. Where do I start, man? She's been in network marketing for over a decade, and I would not be here without her, period. None of us would be here without her. And she made a surprise dropping tonight. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man? Y'all give the number 9 up, man. Y'all know she like that number 9? What's up with them 9s, man? That's right. You know that woman love them number 9s, man. Yeah, give it up for her. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is, man. She is a superstar, man. I thank God every day for this woman. She came and dragged my ass out of this other company and made me come over here and run with her. She said, look, brother, I guarantee you going to kill this. And you know what? She was absolutely right. So right now we're making history. And I could not have done this history without her ambition, pushing me every single day, being in my ear, telling me what she beat me up right now on text message. And I appreciate her leadership. I want to give it up to my sister, executive ambassador, about to be featured in Forbes, about to be a personal banker, going to own our own bank, going to own our own city one day, going to be an ambassador of another country one day. I guarantee that. That's my sister, Miss Stormy Wellington. Did she make it on the call today?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Queen. I really appreciate your time and effort, your energy. I know you are in Houston, Texas. We're making big plans for us. I thank God for you every day. Let's get it, Queen. Talk to us.
Wow. Well, first of all, it's an honor to be on the call. I mean, it's definitely past my bedtime. I had to take a NRG and a shot of NutriBurst to stay up because I be up early in the morning and just really creating and manifesting and working on the future. And I just want to tell each and every one of you, you know, I started this company 5 years ago. I started this company 5 years ago before the instant tea and before the daily pay and before drop shipping. Like I remember when I had to have a bunch of inventory. I remember when I had to be the one responsible for shipping because we didn't have the luxury that we have today, you know. And the thing I could tell you all is that I took the same comp plan that you guys have been privy to tonight. A little broke girl that was fat, that was, you know, unhappy with herself, that was struggling, that didn't know how she was gonna put food on the table. And I got started and I focused on retail. I focused on Fast Start. And all I could see was that 20,000 a week, okay? And guys, I'm talking about in 4 months, I was able to maximize the binary, making 20,000 a week. In 7 months, I got to $1 million in income. And in my first 2 months, I retailed over $70,000. And I'm gonna tell you all right now, you know, even though I made it to the highest income earner as an African-American female, there's no one that's making more than Stormy Wellington in this industry. And I'm very proud to be a Black woman. I'm very proud. When I say Black, it's not the color of your skin. I believe Black is a state of mind. When you think of something Black, you think of boldness, you think of strength. And so we're about to launch 1,000 Black millionaires. And why that is so big, because we were able to create and produce and work with 29 families. And I'm proud to say this comp plan, the very same product that you guys are hearing about tonight, Naja, Malad, I mean, John did not have to put this call together. I want you guys to know that we are literally just getting started. And I can tell you all that positioning and timing is everything. You know, now is not the time for us. When I say us, we as a people, to sit on the sidelines, to allow the government to play games with our finances. You have to create your own economy. You have to create your own economy today. You know, I'm house shopping and it's so funny. I'm looking at this house for 1.4. I'm looking at this house for 1.5. I'm looking at this house for 1.8. And they say, well, who's doing your financing? I said, I'm not doing no financing. I will be sending a wire. I'll be writing a check. And I'm not saying that to brag or boast. I'm saying it to tell you all that this company that you guys have been privy to hear about tonight is a vehicle that have allowed me to pay my home off in Miami. And now I'm in Houston, Texas, where we'll be focusing on Dallas, Houston, Arizona, the West Coast region. And you guys on the call tonight, you get to position yourself right in the forefront. Before we pull the trigger, before we go crazy, you get to get in. And I learned a long time ago, all right, that if we're on the way, you might as well get in the way of money. Again, if we're on the way, guys, you might as well get in the way of money. Listen, if Chris Brown could come in his business from doing something totally different, he was not in the health and wellness industry. He was not, guys. And in 9 months, be able to make 7 figures. And we're going to give you another 3 months to do it. 6 months, 7 figures. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm a little short. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been doing this for 11 years, and I never had, you know, this amount of people. We got 30 people, y'all, making 6 figures a month. This has never happened in this industry. So I gotta listen. I gotta have a book to keep up with, like a roster of all the people making 5, 6, and 7 figures. And so, guys, if we could do it, you could do it. I promise you, you're gonna have a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun. We are a fun group of people. We are like a family. That's why we don't have a team name. We are 1,000 families. That's what we do. We represent 1,000 families. And you got to know, come on, man. Come on. You got to know that Mr. Malad, that Naja, John, they would not have gotten involved with this thing, you know, if they did not see the bigger picture. People like Jovan and so many people that I could talk about. But I'm telling you, I feel it in my spirit. I'm excited. I can't even sleep. You know, I wake up early in the morning because I know that there's so many people out there that's searching. All right. And so listen, I'm excited for you. Congratulations. You know, you heard it before. Make your next move your best move. This is your next move. And know this. When you lock in your position, it is a position of equity. That's what you got to know. The spot that you're giving privy to join tonight in is not going to be the same spot tomorrow. The spot that you are being able to join with tonight, because everybody goes in the system one behind the other. The spot that you're in tonight will not be the same spot as early as even tomorrow. So listen, y'all, for the price of a Red Lobster meal, for the price of Ruth Chris, for the price of Outback Steakhouse, wherever you go, you can get involved with this thing. And I'm talking about a very small investment for a very high return. So welcome to the team. Congratulations. And I see you guys on the other side. Chris, I'll turn it back over to you.
Wow, Coach, man. Thank God every day for you, man. I'm so glad you got on this call tonight. Look at you. You got some glow on your face. That's
Of
some
course.
glow. That's right. You looking all bright. Man, thank you so much for you, man. I'm looking forward to this challenge to bring as many millionaires as possible here on the West Coast, in the South, and also on the East Coast. But thank you every day for your leadership. I could not have done it without you. Thank you so much, Coach.
All right. See you later. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Man, y'all give it up to Coach Stormy, man. Come on, man. Give it up to the motherfucking legend. Give it up to Coach Stormy, man. We could not, listen, come on. None of us will be here. There'll be no 1,000 families. You know, with all due respect, it might not be no TLC without Stormy. Come on, man. Let's keep it 100. She is who we are today, man. She is our leader. And I thank God that she got an opportunity to get on this call at 11:30 at night in Houston. And, man, I appreciate her every day, man. I'm looking forward to picking you up this weekend. I already know, man, I'm going to pull up on you the right way. And, look, we're going to get ready to expand our horizons, man. We're just now getting started this summer, man. I would like to bring up this man. Man, I've been knowing John for about 2.5 years now. Man, I don't know where to start, man. He's been probably one of the top earners in the network marketing industry, not only just in network marketing, but in the consulting industry. And he's helping companies take their business to a whole nother level. And, man, first time I had an opportunity to talk about this company, John, was maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. You know, network marketing industry is always watching. It's always evolving. And he fits our culture. And when I had the opportunity to sit down with John and his wife and say, you know what, our team, I know you have other obligations, but you know what? I would love for you to come to Total Life Changes and coach us to a whole nother level. Show us how to maximize the binary. And he's made a commitment to us to, you know what, to do that. Guess what? We're going to be able to have an opportunity to talk and speak with John at least twice a week for the next year. Think about that for a second. You guys will be able to take your business 10x, 20x, 30x. Guess what? Because of this man, I'm ambassador right now, but I'm going way past executive ambassador. I'm going after that $1 million a month like Coach was talking about because of this man. I thank God every day that this man said yes to coming in over here and train us to take our business to a whole nother level. John Malott, my brother, did you make the call?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chris Brown.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you every single day for getting on this call, man. We're ready to blow up Arizona. We're ready to do whatever you tell us to do, man. We're here to listen. We're students of yours. I appreciate you. Let's get it, brother.
Well, man, when you first told me that we were going to do this call at midnight, I was like, Mayor Chris Brown has lost his mind. Who's going to jump on this call at midnight? But the energy that you guys have brought to the table is spectacular. I want to just say a couple of things because I've been observing. I've been watching for a while. Of course, I've watched Stormy's career, for a long time. We go way back. We got history, and we know, man. She was named appropriately, Stormy. I mean, she is the storm for sure. She is and I never want to say, I hear people say top female income earner or top African American. Look, she's a top income earner, period. I know this industry like the back of my hand. And there's very few that are legitimately pulling down that kind of income. And on top of that, success is when you add value to yourself. So we can find a lot of successful people in network marketing, lots of successful people. But you have somebody who has what I call significance, who is significant. When you start talking about 36-figure per month income earners, when I first started the industry, to make $100,000 a year, that was like the pinnacle, man. You were doing something. When we would get a ring, you made 6 figures. That was a big deal. Now, you got people like Stormy Wellington that has caught on to the fact that if you can do 6 figures in a year, there's no reason why you can't do 6 figures in a month. It won't be long before you'll have people on this team doing 6 figures a week, like of course, Stormy is used to, and is creating that kind of momentum. When you create an environment, when you're lifting people, when you're empowering people, when you're equipping people, you cannot possibly lose in this deal. So because of that, and of course, Nikki, who kicked things off with the product, man, I learned a lot about the product. And, I'm excited to continue using the product. We're in my house, we're very, very health conscious. If you know my wife drags me to the gym every single day, kicking and screaming. And she's a fitness professional. She's been, talking about these products in a big way right now, using the products, loves the products. So we're going to continue to do that. So I'm following Nikki's lead on this stuff. I'm going to take some of that CBD pain cream, put it around my waist with my weight belt, and we'll see what happens, man. See me in a couple of weeks. Javon crushed it, man. I appreciate Javon's energy. You know, really brought the heat. It's difficult sometimes to explain compensation, but what I love about a good communicator can take something that's seemingly complex and make it very simple. Teachers take something simple and make it complex. He did just the opposite, so I appreciate that very much. So you've got an incredible team, and of course, Mr. Mayor Chris Brown, man, my brother. Yeah, I love you, man. I appreciate the opportunity to bring a few things to the table. You already have, you know, incredible leadership. Let me just first kind of tell people who I am before they jump off the call. I'm not going to keep you here long. That's not my style. You'll know that because I'm married to a millennial, you know, millennials have the attention span of a gnat. So we don't have time to be going into 37 steps on how to crush your business. We're not going to do 22 steps to get you to the next level. I'm just going to give you a couple of concepts. I'm going to tell you a little bit about, you know, how I got, you know, myself rolling in this thing, you know, how I found myself here. Look, I don't have all the things that society says you're supposed to have to be successful, man. You know, I don't have a college degree. I don't even have a high school diploma. And you know how society has a way of putting people in boxes? It could be the color of your skin. It could be your gender. In my case, it was my lack of education. I did exactly what society expected from a 10th grade dropout. I found myself working over at the General Electric plant, man. You know, I got a title. I'm a custodial engineer. Yeah, I was a janitor. You know, I'm sweeping another man's floor, scrubbing another man's toilets. I'm working paycheck to paycheck, working hard to keep up with the big mouth promises I made to family, friends, and bill collectors. I was just getting nowhere very, very fast. I felt like a hamster on a wheel. You know what I'm talking about? I'm running. Every now and then I get off the wheel. I call in slick from work. I look around. I'm like, dang, I'm in the exact same spot. But like any good hamster, what do? We've been programmed and conditioned like Pavlov's dogs. We've been programmed and conditioned to do what we're told day in, day out. You know, go to that place you can't stand. Giving people the number one sign on the way to work and back, stuck in traffic. Then, you know, when you walk past the water cooler, they stop talking. Why? Because they were talking about you. But when you're gone, when they're gone, you're talking about them. This cycle, and we call it the rat race. And I always say, look, man, if you win the rat race, what are you now? What are you, the king of the rats? I mean, it's this constant grind that people are on. And I'm big on numbers. I work backwards. Once you guys get to know me, and I'm going to share some numbers with you, because if you want to know how to maximize your binary, I'm going to share with you the numbers. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it tonight. Before we get done with this, I'm going to give you some numbers that completely revolutionize everything for me. Because I didn't have all the things society said I was supposed to have to be successful. You know, high school dropout. But if I took you further back, my first felony arrest, I was 15 years old. The first time I was arrested, felony arrest, I was 15 years old. The very last time I was arrested, when I finally had enough of my lifestyle, had enough of myself, had enough of destroying relationships, had enough of destroying, you know, basically myself. When I was released the last time I was arrested was July 4th, 1993. And it was in the Milwaukee County Jail, sitting on the bullpen floor, where I made a decision, sitting on that bullpen floor, that yes, I was a loser. Yes, I was a criminal. Yes, I was a reject. Yes, I was all those adjectives that people use very well to describe me. But sitting on that bullpen floor, stitches in my head from an altercation with the police, sitting there with my daughter playing through my head, because when I was being let out of my home in handcuffs, when I look back, it couldn't have been more than a second or two, but it seemed like a lot longer. We caught eyes, my daughter Lauren, who is now 28 years old. All I could see sitting on that bullpen floor was my daughter Lauren, her eyes, and in something that I learned in a drug rehabilitation facility that I was locked in because I had a heart attack from smoking cocaine when I was 17 years old. There was a drug counselor in there. Two things. He gave me a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. That set the stage for everything. It planted the seeds that I had 1 foot in the hood, 1 foot into personal development. He convinced me that entrepreneurship was my way out. Entrepreneurship was my way out of the neighborhood. Entrepreneurship was my way out of my circumstances. Entrepreneurship was my way into taking responsibility, my way into changing the lives and redemption for the things that had happened. But one other thing that he did, he said something to me. He said, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Now, today I have that tattooed on my arm. It says, a good man leaves an inheritance for its children. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't even know where it came from at the time. But sitting on that bullpen floor, all that kept playing through my head was a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, and the picture of my daughter crying and screaming as her daddy was being let out of the house in handcuffs. And it was on that floor that I made the decision I would never live like this again. And I can tell you this, Chris Brown, for sure, that this profession, it didn't change my life. You hear a lot of people say, yeah, it changed my life. But $100,000 a month will change your life. $250,000 a month will change your life. We did $1.2 billion in sales in our little organization. We're doing over $220 million per year in our organization. Hundreds of 6- and 7-figure earners. That didn't change my life. This profession saved my life. I traded one addiction. I traded one negative pursuit, relentless pursuit for what I thought I needed, which was the drugs that were killing me. But I never missed a day to get high. It didn't matter if it was Tuesday night, I was getting high. Thursday night, I'm getting high. Wednesday, I didn't take a night off from getting high. It's a testament to the power of the mind. When we believe we want something bad enough, we'll do whatever it takes to get it. And that's exactly what I did until it almost killed me. Heart attack at 17 years old, led me to incarceration, all these other things. So let me tell you what shifted. When I was introduced to mentors, when I was introduced to people like you, people like Stormy, who saw more of me than saw myself. When somebody told me that your past does not equal your future, when the seeds started to be planted, that personal development, that you will become the combination of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And I realized that the people I was hanging out with the most, they didn't want to go anywhere. They didn't want to do anything. They wanted to continue to play games, childish games. And there was a point where I made that decision that this is, yes, who I was. It'll no longer be who I am. So let me tell you what happened in my progression inside of this profession. And I'm going to show you how to max out this binary. Number one, I knew that when I first got involved in this profession, I was invisible. Like, there's so many people on this call tonight. Now I see people coming and going. The commitment level for someone to be on here, and it's midnight or after midnight in a lot of these marketplaces, that tells me that, number one, someone has some serious burning desire. You have a burning desire, like I had a white hot desire to no longer go second class. I had a white hot desire to not be treated like I used to be treated. I had a white hot desire to stop making excuses to my family. And so, number one, that burning desire to make the changes. So I wanted to go from being invisible to average. For me, I just wanted to be average. Like, you got so many people, Chris, inside this organization that are making an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, like nothing. But that's an average income. That's an average income, but a pretty good income. Matter of fact, when you start to make that residually, you start to realize that people will work their entire lives. People work their entire lives and then try to depend on a Social Security check or a 401k check that is less than $3,000 a month. So you got people, you're popping them like popcorn every single day. People going from invisible to average. Let me tell you what all that's about. You want to max out this binary? When you're going from invisible to average, all you're thinking about, it's a sponsoring mindset. You're thinking like McDonald's. You want to be like Ray Kroc. You want a distribution point on every single corner all over the world. The beauty of TLC is you guys can actually operate all over the world. And I can tell you, I've operated in a lot of third world countries that were on the come up. America, which has been known traditionally as the most entrepreneurial country on the planet, in a lot of ways has become less entrepreneurial. But when you look around the world, I remember going into the Dominican Republic. I remember being stuck at a stoplight. And in the Dominican Republic, a dude was at the stoplight. Do you know I bought a bag of cashews? I bought a new charger for my iPhone, a pair of sunglasses, and I got my windshield washed for all under 10 bucks. These, what I caught on right away, these were entrepreneurs that were hungry. They didn't have government programs that said, look, if the pandemic hits, if there's a problem, we don't have government stimulus checks for you. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't hustle, you don't make it happen. We're the only country, one of the few countries in the entire world where we can look to the sky and violate all the laws of human nature and still have a roof over our head, still have food in our belly. But when I started to look at the countries that TLC is, and I'm like, man, you guys are in countries that are becoming more and more entrepreneurial by the minute. And when you can provide economic opportunity for those that have been downtrodden, for those that have been looked over, and look, I could be talking about America right now as well, but you get my point. We got so many people going from invisible to average, and right now that is 1,000% about sponsoring, distribution point on every single corner. How do you serve billions of people hamburgers? A hamburger that, Chris, you and I could cook better on our own grills at home than McDonald's does, because they had a systematic approach saying you put a distribution point at every single corner all over the world, and you will serve billions and billions, become one of the most incredible systematic scaling stories on the planet. So for me, it's using third party. You guys got great tools. You got great people. Everyone in TLC, it's about pointing. It's about directing. It's about showing people the products. It's about showing people the opportunity that's in their hand and showing people that right now you can provide an economic opportunity second to none. It just doesn't exist out there. The second phase of this thing, once you go to average, which you can do here in a matter of weeks, the way you guys got this thing set up, You want to go from average to leader. Now, this is all I could think about at a certain point. I wanted to go from being average, the average Joe, I wanted to go from average to leader. That's about duplication. That's about getting on these calls, the things that you guys are doing, getting on the training calls every single, you guys have them going constantly. So there's no excuse, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's always something that you can plug into. So being plugged in, having your daily method of operation. What is daily method of operation? It's your 10 core commitments. You guys know your 10 core commitments. Hopefully, I love the 10 core commitments. It's 10 simple things that anybody, whether you're part-time, spare time, sometime, or you're down with this thing, going full speed ahead, doing that simple activity every single day, sticking to that and then duplicating it, dumbing everything down to its lowest common denominator. No fancy footwork. If you know me, guys, I do a training on the power of 3. Everything for me is about 3 simple steps. Think about it like this. Chris, if you started on fire right now, because my presentation is so hot tonight, if you just started on fire, boost into flames, what are you supposed to do? Stop, drop, and roll. What if you had 22 steps to putting yourself out? We wouldn't see Chris Brown anymore. So everything we've got to do when it comes to duplication, or what McDonald's would call scaling, is about simple steps. What is your daily method of operation? How often can I teach that? How many people can I teach that to? And we get that thing rolling, you become unstoppable. That's how you start to expand that binary compensation plan, which I'm going to show you in just a second. I'm going to give you the numbers and I'm going to wrap this up. So we want to go from average to leader. And then the next step. It's what Stormy Wellington is doing right now. It's where she's at. When you go from leader to legend. From leader to legend. Then you know what you do? You show up to promote. You show up to teach people how to promote. If you guys remember Don King never took a punch, but he would have these multi-million-dollar pay-per-view extravaganzas. Mike Tyson would take the hits. Everybody else would take the hits. He would show up. We didn't even know what he was saying half the time, but he would build these massive productions. It was around promotion. Promoting to get people on a call like this. Promoting to be on a call like this at midnight with the amount of people you guys put on this call is amazing to me. Promotion, you become a master promotion when you're moving from leader to legend. So I want you guys to understand, those were the steps for me. That's how we created organizations that were doing $200 million in revenue every single year, over $1.2 billion in total revenue coming from this profession. Now, let me give you the numbers. If you've got a pen and paper, pay close attention to this. When I first got started, we studied this profession. We studied it. I wanted to know who were the top income earners. What were they doing to be the top income earners? I want to know what it took. Even though it took me 6 months to sponsor my very first people. I mean, I challenge you to suck as bad as I did. I'm rolling through my neighborhood, my Pontiac 2000 two-tone, one-tone rust, one-tone dirt. Nobody thought John Malott was leading them to any type of success, for sure. So I focused in on the numbers. What I lacked in skill, I made up in numbers. I've caught on very quickly that I couldn't speak very well. I didn't have the communication skills down. I didn't have all these other things down that so many people look like swans on the lake had. So I had to make it up in numbers. So let me show you the numbers of the entire profession, and then we'll tie them into this. For every 13 presentations that you do in this profession as a whole, you're going to bring in one, what you guys call life changer. So for every 13 presentations on average, now some of you guys are crushing these numbers already, you're going to bring in one life changer. For every 10 life changers that you bring in, 1 out of those 10 is going to be a leader. It's going to be what we talked about, the person that goes from average to leader, the person that comes in and crushes it, that doesn't make excuses, that says, look, I'm going to the top of this mountain, or you're going to find me dead on the side of the mountain trying to get there. They're going to understand the reason why they're here. They're going to use the 10 core commitments. They're going to go through the process, all the things that we've already discussed. For every 10 affiliates, or for every 10 life changers, you're going to have one leader. Now, here's what we know about this profession as a whole, the whole profession. And that's what I know for sure about TLC. If you find five leaders, so think about it like this. To find one leader, that's 130 presentations. Now, the beauty of those 130 presentations, guess what? What if you put 130 people on one call like this in one night? You would find your one leader in that night for sure. Once you find 5 leaders, it's called game over. The average professional inside of this profession that has over 5 leaders today is pulling down over $50,000 per month on average. Now, Robert Kiyosaki says $50,000 a month is what it takes to get you out of the rat race. So those that are looking to get out the rat race, some people are saying, look, if I had $5,000 a month, I would fire my boss. A lot of people would say, look, if I was making 6 figures right now, I would be out of the rat race. But if you want to secure yourself and your family, $50,000 a month is about what it takes. So what does that mean to find 5 leaders? That's 650 presentations. So what do I do? When I'm sitting down with someone, they tell me they want to make $5,000 a month. We reverse engineer everything. We show them exactly how to do it. You only have to build 2 legs. We don't have a weak leg and a power leg. We have 2 power legs. I watch the language that I'm using. I watch exactly how we're building the organization. We're making sure that we're contributing. We're contributing with the information. We're contributing with the training. We're contributing with the communication. All these pieces of the puzzle come together. So for every 13 presentations that you do, on average, you're going to bring in 1 life changer. Of course, you guys are doing customers like crazy, so you're going to be making money through this process, bringing in customers as well. For every 10 life changers that you bring to the table, you're going to get 1 leader. From there, 1 going to go get it with or without you no matter what. Once you find 5 leaders, it's called game over. That's what I call that presentation. I call 650 to freedom. When I first got started in the profession, on my walls, I took these big white boards that we got from Walgreens, these big white cardboard pieces, and we actually wrote, we put a line, 1, 2, 3, 4. And every time we had a presentation done, we put that person's name on there. 2, 3, 4. I'm telling you what, the beauty of this business is that what started to happen is people that we brought to the table. So all of a sudden, Javon goes out and does 10 presentations, but you brought Javon into the game. That's 10 presentations towards the 650 that you don't have to make. Hopefully you get my point, guys. I'm gonna leave you with this. You guys are sitting on a gold mine. You guys are the talk of the entire profession right now. What you're doing inside of TLC is nothing short of phenomenal. It is, you have amazing products. You don't have to make excuses for your products. You know, you got a lot of companies that you know, their compensation plan is an excuse to launder money amongst friends. It's like, wink, wink, don't tell anybody, but the product is a bunch of BS, but we're going to make a bunch of money. You guys don't have to use manipulation. You guys don't have to use the old school ridiculous techniques of like 2007 that just simply don't work anymore. You guys can use high-tech tools. You can use high-touch approaches. You can use credibility. You don't have to use a lot of this BS that so many others do. You can be straight with people. You can tell people your story. Tell them exactly, this is what we do. I don't want to play games. I'm not playing games with your life. When we start to move forward, Chris, I'm going to show you how we use high-tech tools to put massive, massive acceleration to our growth. How you can take some, you know, building a 2x2. How do we build 327,000 affiliates in 8 countries? In countries that I couldn't even speak the language, is because we had a high-tech approach that allowed us to simply change the language on a video. And we were like McDonald's franchise. It didn't matter, man. It didn't matter where you are in the world. McDonald's got a franchise somewhere in that country delivering that same burger that they're delivering here. Now, if a 17-year-old in Chicago could run a McDonald's there, that same 17-year-old could run it in Dominican Republic, could run it in South Korea. It makes no difference. And what I want to continue to show you the systematic approach, because for me, it was never about how much money I could make. It was about how free could I be. I have 4 daughters now. I want to take the time with my 4 daughters. I want to travel the world with my beautiful wife. I don't want to be tied to a system that depends 100% on my ability to move my mouth, my charisma. I don't want to be like, you know, when I was on the job site, only good as my last day on the job. I want to build that long-term drinking out of a coconut money. Whether we're here or we're on the beach drinking out of a coconut, that money keeps coming in, day out, month in, month out for the rest of our lives, guys. And I appreciate you, Mr. Chris Brown. Thank you for having me tonight. I'm looking for part 2 of this training. Thank you, guys.
Wow. Man, give it back to my man, John Malott. Man, John, I appreciate you so much for getting on this call. Man, we're looking forward to everything you have to teach, man. I'm looking forward to have you back. What, next week, John? Next week?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Next week, we're going to have John back next week, man. We're going to drop a little couple cares for you guys, man. Get ready to get this thing exploded to a whole nother level. Man, I thank God for everybody that on the call tonight, man. Those people that are on tonight, man, give John some ones, man, if you appreciate that free game he's giving tonight. Give John some ones, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, you better go recruit your ass off. I'm telling you, man, you heard the numbers. Have y'all heard those numbers before? 1 in 13? Like, you know where I get my stuff from a little bit, right? It's been a couple, 2 or 3 years. I know my numbers, man. 1 in 13, man. Y'all can't stop recruiting, man. Continue to recruit, man. Put McDonald's in every corner. And I thank God every day that we had this opportunity to take things to a whole level. Thank God for Stormy Wellington getting on this call. Listen, we got a powerful group of individuals about to take this business, not just nationally, internationally. We're ready to take over the world. Joe Bond, check it out, man. Drop some music for us on the way out. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. We have this recorded. You guys will be able to go and play this back within a week. Thank you every day. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for having me. God bless.
I'll play music if Giovanni had none. Hold on. You know I got music. Y'all know I play music. Y'all ready?
You can play some Backstreet Boys?
Nah, man, I got something else for y'all. They know my national anthem. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Play a little Nipsey for everybody. Y'all know what time it is. That's right. Now, I appreciate you, John. You always giving some real shit, man. Thank God for you, brother.
I was just getting ready to play that song too.
I got it, brother.
Real big, real big. I would do it real big, real shit.
Thank y'all for getting on tonight, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Trying to walk to school, get your jaw shot. Trying to pump your gas, get your car shot. Large profit margin on the long shots. Cause young niggas really make it off the R block. Night job, low tone. Fucking young bitches while they photo. High school, didn't go. Couldn't understand my plan, now you niggas know. Self-made, well paid. I'm from where they tell you never touch the shell case. I'm from where they teach you never trust a pale face.